Okay, hey, welcome to World of Warships, and anyway, this is what I call Cruiser Carnage. This is me actually completing 30 cruiser kills for the ARP Kongo mission. I'm on the second part of that where I have to shoot down a lot of aircraft. But anyway, this is, again, what I'm doing as far as dealing with some enemy cruisers here. Take away what kind of lessons that you want from this. Tell me I suck, tell me I did good. Up to you, I don't care. So anyway, this is the first couple of kills that I'm dealing with. We're dealing with an enemy Alba right now, and I'm actually going head on at him, and he's giving me his broadside. So yeah, he's shooting more at me, but like I said, I've got a much easier target, and I'm about to prove it right here, I think. Yeah, Citadel hit. So anyway, he's disappearing around behind that island, and since the Alba has torpedoes, I'm going to go ahead and drop torps just to, either catch him by surprise or make him turn around. As you can see, he dropped torps on me because he thought I was going to try to close the range on him, and I was nowhere near that foolish to do so. But he's done a 180 over there. And I'm actually going to donk this first shot. I should have given it a little bit more range. You can see I'm aiming just well below his waterline, and he's moving away. So yeah, I completely missed. And the next set of shots here is actually going to be pretty good, but I think somebody else hits him just before I do, because I don't get the Citadel hit, but I do take him down. Now, in the meantime, the enemy carrier sends his torp bombers after me, and he does probably the best job that he can right here, because he's going to get a drop off. And when he does, give it a couple of seconds here. Here they come. I'm actually going to have to work kind of hard to dodge the one torpedo, but I do manage to safely get away from him, and I shoot down the last aircraft as he goes away. And that being said, the other enemy Alba appears directly in front of me, and I apologize because you can't see him here, but World of Warships replay system is a little bit on the buggy side, and they haven't cleaned it all up yet. Excuse me. So, and here's where things are kind of failing me right now. I mean, I got a couple of Citadel hits with that last shot in there, but in a moment you're just going to see me blazing away at this guy, and, well, like I said, the system is not working as well as I would probably like, but I'm getting hits. I'm just not doing the amount of damage I need to do. So there's one hit, and I didn't lead him quite enough, but that's okay. I'm gonna got another one coming up, and this friendly on my left nearly ends up getting the kill from me because, again, I'm getting solid hits. I'm just not getting the penetrations and doing the damage, and I'm close enough that AP should be doing the job. So one last shot, and oh no, sorry, one more after this one. This guy is actually proving kind of tough to take down. So. But we're going to get him here in a couple of seconds. And yeah, there we go. So, on to the next kill. Let's see how I do. Let's see. I believe I'm driving the Minakaze here, and oh yeah, there's a Murmansk behind that island. And one thing I've noticed is that even though they might know there's a destroyer in the area, people tend to drive straight when they're coming around the corners of islands. And, well, Murmansk made his mistake. Although I didn't quite lead him enough with those torps. But got a solid hit, and there's a kill. So, yeah. Now I'm driving, let's see, I think this, I'm not 100% sure on this one. I think this is the Nicholas. And yeah, this is my Nicholas, and there's a Cleveland, among other things, coming around the corner here. Now this Cleveland actually does the right thing. He comes around the corner, comes around the edge of this island here, out of the smoke screen, and I think he realized there's probably a good chance that there's going to be torps in the water, and he actually comes around hugging the edge of the island. Now enemy torps are coming at me, but I was already turning that way. Very, very easy to dodge. They're on a wide spread anyway. And yes, there is the Cleveland. And, well, this is actually pretty easy. Line up one salvo and second salvo. I don't have to worry about friendly fire there. Almost had to worry about friendly fire. And I'm spotted. So I've got to do everything I can at this point, and I've got to get, if guns, torps, everything in the water. But Cleveland drives into it, and boom. Now I have to dodge friendlies and friendly torps, and I got myself clear. And now I've got aircraft spotting me, and now I've got a ship spotting me again. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on, who's looking at me, who's seeing me, but I'm not taking any fire, so I'm doing all right. And aha, there we go. A couple of guys down on the south side, but I've got a couple of problems. I'm down to about a third of my health. I'm burning, although the fire's almost out, and like I said, I'm getting ready to go take on some cruisers. So anyway, for now, I'm going to put some torps in the water, blind shots, just to see if anything happens. And yeah, here comes a Phoenix, and he nearly got me there, and I wasn't paying attention. And now somebody did get me. I'm not sure who it was, but again, I'm on fire. But I'm swinging around, and this Phoenix is going to hurt me. And I can't get the fire put out because my repair is on cooldown. But again, torps in the water, dodging shots, not as many as I would like. I'm down to just a sliver of health, but you know what? We'll put fire into the Phoenix, and we'll finish him with the torp. And there was another enemy cruiser coming around this island right here, but nope, not in time. I died. So this is another battle in the Nicholas, and I'm on the big race map, and I'm actually down in Torpedo Alley. And anyway, big spread of torps launched at me. Only thing I could do to try to get away from them was turn. I didn't turn in time, and I ran into the island. So at this point, I'm sitting here thinking, you know what, pop smoke. Yeah, you might take a couple of small hits, but they aren't going to be that bad. And just stay there, because the torps are going to go around you anyway. It looks like they put them on a wide spread. If they'd been on a narrow spread, one of them might have got through to get me. But anyway, I'm going to be sitting here in the Nicholas, and I'm just putting rounds down range. And oh, there's an enemy cruiser. Get a chance to take a couple shots at him. And just keep putting the fire down range. They know roughly where I am. You can't hide the tracers when they're coming out of the smoke, so you can actually fire back along the tracer route, and maybe hit the target. But in this particular case, they're choosing to shoot at what they can see instead of what they might have to guess at. There's an enemy cruiser, and I put torps in the water again, and I got a couple of cruisers down there. I'm not sure which one of these guys I actually end up killing, but I got out of there just in time because, like I said, there's more torps. And the guns on the Nicholas are actually pretty good, so we're going to put some fire down range, even though I've been detected. And I think I'm going to get some hits with these torpedoes that I've got out there. The one cruiser, he's trying to back off from where he ran into the island. Yeah, I'm getting some hits. And, okay, there's one torpedo hit. I'm not sure if it was against the destroyer or the cruiser, but there's another cruiser there. He's on just, again, a sliver of health. I fire guns. They miss. Torps come out short, as a matter of fact. But I either flooded him or sank him due to fire. Not sure which. So he's dead, and I'm looking around, and the only thing left that's friendly is this cruiser right here. So you know what? I'm going to drop some torpedoes blind just to discourage the bad guys from following. Safe shot, and get out of dodge. Unfortunately, while I make it, that cruiser there, he didn't. So, all right, we're driving well, this is why you drive battleships. There's a Phoenix out there, and I'm getting ready to put a salvo down range. There it goes. And sure enough, boom, headshot. And again, yeah, that's why you drive a battleship. So, granted, yeah, it was a Phoenix, it's tier 4, and I did put a big hurt on him. But so again, we're back in battleship, and this might look like a kill steal, but it's not. I'd actually been working on this guy for quite a bit, and he was trying to get away from me, and I had the presence of mind, again, to keep an eye on the mini-map, and watch where this guy is going to pop up from. And I'm sorry about the jerkiness of the video, but again, the World of Warships replay just does not work as well as it should. It doesn't like Bandicam for some reason, and I'll talk about that here again in a couple minutes. But anyway, pretty easy shot there. He came around the island, wasn't expecting me to be there, and yeah, easy kill. So you call it a kill steal if you want, but anyway, a little later on in the same battle, I mean, we're down 5 ships to 2, and there's an enemy cruiser running around behind those rocks out there somewhere, and I'm trying to figure out, at this point I'm trying to figure out exactly who I need to shoot at, but I just don't see anybody in range, and I know I'm detected, but again, where do I shoot? Where do I aim my guns at? I'm thinking of taking a punt at this battleship here, but it's a tricky angle, long range. I'm not going to be able to do much. Ah, there we go. There's that cruiser. Maybe I can get some shots off. Now, he's going behind the island right now. If I had my guns pointed that way, I would have been able to get the shot off. But as it is, I know what he's planning to do. He's going to come around this island and try to work me over. He might be thinking I've fired already. He might be thinking, he could get some torpedoes off. So, anyway, let's go ahead and pick it up here where he comes around the island. A couple more seconds. And you may not see him actually come around the island when I fire, simply because, again, of the replay bugs. But there he is, and I put shots out, and I get some hits, but not enough to kill him. So, this is my last gasp in this match, and I did make a mistake here, a very obvious one. I want to kill this cruiser, but I'm sailing at full speed. I should have slowed down. That might have thrown his aim off, for one. But two, I wouldn't have had to thread this shot that I have over this island. And I reload quite literally just in time. And the salvo goes out, and I get the kill. So, yeah. Now, we are going to be one of my other replays. I just could not get the file to work. Could not get the replay to work with Bandicam at all. So that one's not in there. So we're actually going to be a touch short. I think one short on the cruiser kills. So anyway, I'm not sure what I'm driving here. Looks like the Minikaze. It's hard to read on the screen that I'm looking at here. I'm pretty sure I'm in a destroyer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Minikaze. So this guy's at a distance. And again, not sure exactly what's going on here. Oh yeah, now I remember. No, this is the. Yeah, what was this? Minikaze or a Nicholas? Yeah, I think it's Minikaze. But anyway, yeah, total kill steal right there. And then I came around the corner to try to work over the carrier. So, pardon me again. Another that was in my Nicholas, and that was a kill steal. Not a kill steal, but I finished the guy off. He was down to one shotable status for me, so I went ahead and opened up on him. I needed to get the guns out of the game. I won't say I stole the kill because nobody else was shooting at him, but I did finish him off. So, on the other hand, this cruiser kill, and this is the same match. This cruiser kill ended up being a lot of trouble. Got torps out and they were well aimed torps, not a blind shot, but the I think this is a Kuma. But anyway, good play on him. He slowed down, started turning, and he did almost everything right as far as I'm concerned. I mean, my health is fairly low at this point. I'm down to around a quarter of my health. He was at pretty much full health when he came around that corner, so I'm unloading on him. I got torps in the water, which is forcing him in my direction. I don't really want to fire from this angle, but at this point I'm feeling desperate because, well, you can see my health bar just dwindling there. So, get the shot out, get the arty going, get the guns working, keep working him over, and I miss all 3 torps. Good sailing on his part, but now he's at point-blank range for my torps, and, well, I just keep pounding him, and turn, and he's going to run into, well, basically my whole spread. So he worked me over there, but I worked him over harder. So Now, this is a kill steal. No bones about it. That Cleveland right there, I'm just out of, just in range of my guns, and boom, there you go. And I was actually waiting for him to get down to one-shottable status. So, but I was running just outside again, just out at the outer edge of the range of my guns. So, let's see. Again, hard to tell which ship this is. It looks like the Nicholas. I do like the Nicholas. It's a good little gunship, and it's really, really good at surprise close range attacks, or not so surprise close range attacks as you're about to see here. There's a Miyoko coming around the island, and that's what I've got on my target designator. And I'm up here, pretty much up here on my own, which was a bad move on my part, but it ended up working out. So anyway, the Miyoko's coming around the corner. He's spotted. There we go. I need to get Torps out in the water, and I do on his predicted path. So okay, one set of Torps are out. Now I need to get a second set of Torps out, and what I'm trying to do is funnel him in so I can deal with him at very, very close range. Now, I know the target designator's on a different ship, but I am looking at the Miyoko. So I've got Torps to his right. He's turning. Torps out to his front, so he's turning. Now he sees Torps coming the other way, so now he's got to turn back towards me, and we're going to end up at point-blank range each other. Now, I did make a mistake here, clear mistake. I shouldn't have turned so much into him. I mean, I wanted to close the range. I shouldn't have tried to close the range that much because I am about to pay for it right now. But full salvo of torpedoes off, and there you go. Took that Miyoko right on down. A tier 7 cruiser with a tier 5 destroyer. But again, I was able to get close. Unfortunately, I paid for it with 3/4 of my health. So, and a carrier finished me off just after that. So, and I believe, yeah, that was another battleship headshot. And then this is me and my Minakaze. Yeah, taking a long torp shot. There we go. And then, okay, this isn't. I'm putting torps out at the Omaha that's out there, and my thinking here was, okay, I don't necessarily want to. I'm not trying to kill steal here. What I was thinking was, I can't let this guy get away because if he does, that might put the game in jeopardy. You can see it's a close game right now, and they're not winning on points or ships. But I got to do something because the torps are probably going to miss, and I was able to hit him. So I was a little worried about that battleship there, but you know what? Sometimes you get lucky with your drops, and sorry, Omaha. Sorry, Wyoming. I was shooting at the Omaha. So let's see. Am I driving the battleship at this one? Hard to tell. It is hard to tell. Maybe I'm driving the Cleveland. I can't read it. Anyway, this enemy cruiser is going to come around the corner here. Come around the edge of the island. Just sailing in a straight line makes it very, very easy. And, shots go out. And I'm pretty sure this is Cleveland given the arc on there. Oh, no, it's Alba. Okay. So, anyway, this is later in the match. And I'm actually chasing down this enemy Alba. I've been doing a stern chase on him. And we've been plinking each other. I'm fairly low on health now. He's fairly low on health. And, well, you know what? It's going to end about pretty much the way you expect it to end. I got a hit. Another salvo. He's giving me his broadside. I'm just giving him my front. I'm trying to bounce shots, but not having much luck. I get my shots out. He sets me on fire. I kill him. He's got torps in the water coming after me. I don't think I can dodge the torps, but doesn't matter. So, okay. So I'm playing something with 4 turrets here, and I think, not 100% sure, I think this is the Cleveland. Oh yeah, given the rate of fire, yeah, this is the Cleveland. So, dealing with this enemy cruiser out there long range, well actually medium range I think, and with the Cleveland it's easy. I'm spamming HE on this guy, and switching to armor piercing at this point because I'm thinking, all right, he's close enough. I should be able to get through to him, or get through his armor. Yeah, get through to him, exactly. But the shots go out. I get a solid hit, Citadel hit, and he's done. So, yeah, you can use AP ammo in a Cleveland if you're close enough. So, everybody on the this isn't a kill steal. This was just lucky that I had to get the kill. This Pensacola here, practically everybody on my team has been shooting at him, and I get a couple salvos off, and yeah, there it goes. So, just chased him down is all that happened there. So now I'm driving the Omaha, and the Omaha is a pretty fun ship. And I can't remember what this is I'm shooting at. I think it's a Nuremberg. But, oh, this guy gave me so much grief. The Omaha's got a great rate of fire. And this Nuremberg is a one-shot. But I just can't hit him. And I don't know, I thought I was aiming fairly well, but you can see where the shots are landing. They're just missing short, just missing wide. It's not until this guy actually turns and cuts back, and one of my previous shots comes down, gets him on the stern, and kills him. So, and again, I'm in my Omaha, and we're on the New Dawn map here, and just again, this is just a case of just blazing away at the enemy, and I'm spamming HE. I'm not bothering to reload and firing AP at him. At this point, we're close enough that I should be firing AP, because I would be more likely to get a Citadel hit. But as it is, the volume of fire that I'm able to put out is going to be more than enough to take this guy down, provided I can just keep landing shots on him. And again, you just have to... The volume of fire lets you adjust your aiming point as things go along. And speaking of volume of fire, well, that was a Wyoming battleship that just went around the island there. And here in just a second, we're going to see what happened to him. Yep, got the kill. So I'm blasting away at, again, I think this is a Karlsruhe? I'm not sure. So, but anyway, again, the volume of fire here, you can see what's going on with the volume of fire that I'm able to put out, and how much damage I'm actually able to do to this guy in a short amount of time, just because of the Omaha's rate of fire and the number of guns. I'm actually doing the circle of death here, where I've got the rudder on auto, and I'm just worrying. I'm not so much worrying about where I'm going. I'm just worrying about where my shots, where my fire is going, where my shots are going into this guy. And I'm just, as each gun comes to bear, it unloads. The guns rotate fairly quickly. I'm turning fairly quickly, and I just keep the shots going downrange. You could see how much health this guy had at the beginning of this engagement, and you're about to see how quickly an Omaha can melt somebody's health away just by pouring the fire on. And I keep turning simply because it makes it a little harder for him to hit. He kept giving me his broadside. Fairly simple. So, still in the Omaha, and I'm blasting away at this Omaha here as he goes behind the island, get a few more hits. And now there's New York at a distance, and I don't know what he's doing. I mean, it looks like he's barely moving forward, or maybe he's even sitting still out there. So I don't see him. I don't have a visual on him. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put fire down range, and I'm still getting hits on him. So let him go, and then that Omaha pops back up. And now again, I'm knowing I'm on a cruiser mission, but also this guy's on low health. If you can take a ship and therefore guns out of the battle, you're better off doing that. So I just blaze away at this guy. I wasn't expecting to get a kill this match because it's bottom tier. There were actually some tier 7 stuff in the match, but I blasted away at this guy, got the finish, and kept going. So now I'm in New Mexico again, and oh yes, I really do remember this particular battle. Not a good one. I spent most of the time running away from the enemy. My team melted away right towards the end of the match. But there's an Otago out there, and the thing I like about the New Mexico guns, especially compared to the New York and the Wyoming guns, is that it has a low arc of fire. The rounds actually travel fairly fast, so even if you have a fast-moving distant target like a cruiser, you have a reasonably good chance of scoring a hit if you take the time to aim properly. So I'm getting the shots out, and I got getting ready for a couple rounds to go out. There's one salvo from me, and there's the other salvo, and I do get a hit, and the other one's looking good, and boom, headshot. That's why people drive battleships, because if you can do that, well, yeah, there's some luck involved, but I did get the rounds in the right area. Okay, so more shots. There's an Atlanta over here, and and that's why people are frustrated with battleships. Well aimed, but you saw they came down and splashed all around them. So anyway, the Atlanta turns, gives me his broadside. I put rounds out. He's not shooting at me, so I have the time to, I can take the time to aim and make sure my rounds are going to go where I want them to go. But the question is he going to get around behind that island before I get reloaded? And, well, I think you know the answer to this. And I get the shots out, and I aim. He just gets over the edge of the island, and boom, another shot. So now it's time to turn, get out of Dodge. So still in New Mexico, and we're going to go ahead and finish off this guy here real quick. Another Citadel hit. But it's time to run, and this is the same match, and I'm running, and I've got to get a kill, and there's that Cleveland, and I get torped, but I get the Cleveland, so, and I guess that's it, so.